Have any of you received that non-owner home insurance non-renewal notice? Belen, tell us about those notices.
And you probably heard it in the news. A lot of insurance companies are leaving California. So there's absolutely nothing that you did wrong. Because there's a lot of clients that have been with the insurance company for 20 years and they're like, I never did anything wrong. I didn't have a claim. Why are they non-renewing me? It is not your fault. It's just California, and some companies start deciding to leave California. It's all politics. We can't really do anything until, politics change. But one of the things that you could start doing is shopping around. If you don't want your bank to place insurance, right? Because it's gonna be way higher. And you don't want your mortgage payment to increase, of course.
Hello, today I have Belen Sanchez, an insurance broker, and Myra Delgado, a mortgage lender at Precision Home Loans. I'm Irma Soltero-Sparks at Century 21 Jordan Link.
So shop around, make sure you go to an insurance broker. Now, if your insurance rates went up, which is what's happening as well, the ones that are staying in California are literally doubling or tripling their rates. So we want to make sure that before we call them up really mad and say, I'm done with you, I don't want to be with you. Don't do that. Shop around first. The insurance companies are being really strict right now. So your home they are going to do an inspection on your home. They might go inside your home and do an inspection as well. They want to make sure that nothing's leaking, your sinks are not leaking. They're not going to be nosy. They're not going to care if your closet is a mess. They're not going to go into your closets. They just want to make sure that the structure of the outside as well as the inside is in perfect condition.
So they're looking for potential reasons for someone to claim a loss.
Exactly. And they're really looking into city codes, right? You can't have an abandoned car in the back of your yard. You can't have tires stacked up by your fence. Little things like that. They're really looking at them now and they're saying, okay, we can insure you, but you have to get rid of this.
And I've heard that they will even cancel your insurance policy if your roof is not in good condition.
Yes, so a lot of them are doing, they're actually having drones and satellite images.
Wow.
They're going through before they renew you. Mm-hmm. And that's another way to say, hey, we're not gonna renew you. We're staying in California, but we're gonna cancel you because your roof has mold on this corner.
So, Belen, would you recommend at one point during this process of you being insured for the consumer to actually call their insurance broker and just to say, can you give me an update on my insurance policy? What is the risk of my insurance being canceled for non-renewal?
And that's another thing. A lot of clients that we've talked to, they have no idea that their insurance canceled. So the agent or whoever's taking care of their policies, they're not telling them, and now they get a notice from the bank 3 months later saying, hey, where's your insurance? We haven't had, the new, and the banks are really behind on this because it's happening so much. So you're not going to get that notice right away, and it's going to be 3 months later. And so now the bank's going to charge you for those 3 months, and plus it's going to take another month for you to find another insurance. So you do have to call up. I would recommend everybody to just call up their insurance and say, okay, is my policy going to renew? What do I have to do? Do I have to fix anything? Was there an inspection? Because sometimes a lot of us nowadays, we don't even check our mail, right? Because everything's automatic.
Right.
I don't check my mail.
I check mine and I just don't open my letters.
Well, another thing, Belen, too, is that a lot of people don't even know who their insurance is with, right? So I guess they can go online if they make their mortgage payment online, they can see the information on there. If they have a local lender, I'm always happy to help my clients find out who's their insurance with, if they need to contact their insurance agent, or even to get another quote, get another quote with you, just to make sure that, their coverage is enough, or to make sure that they're not overcharging them, right? What else can clients do, Belen, to kind of help them maybe lower a little bit their insurance with it being so expensive right now here in California?
First of all, make sure your house is well maintained, right? That's number one. If your house is not well maintained, you're gonna find an insurance company that is gonna insure you, but it's gonna be higher because of course they're taking a higher risk. insurance is all about risk and statistics. So if your roof is 20 years old or 30 years old
Yes.
and you haven't changed it, they're gonna say, well, you know what, we're gonna charge you a little bit more because we know if a windstorm comes, guess what, right? There's gonna be a claim. So right now, try to package it together if you can. Unfortunately, there's not a lot
but
of
by package, what do you mean by that?
putting your auto and your home with the same
Okay,
broker
okay,
company.
okay.
Right now, a lot of insurance companies are actually not combining it because they're either just insuring homes or autos. So it's really tough to combine it, but what you can do is have one broker, because if you have everything with one broker, they give you the multiple policy discounts, even if you have it with different companies, right? You have your autos over here, you have your home over here, but you're still getting the discount because you have everything with one broker.
Okay.
So that's one of the ways to make sure you tell them about updates, right?
Oh, like if they remodeled or if they put a new
If
roof.
they put a new roof. Because sometimes what will happen is that the data from the system that the insurance companies use, it's all old.
It's not updated.
It's not updated.
Okay.
So if you don't tell us, hey, you know what, I changed my roof last year. Or you know what, I put new flooring, or whatever it was that you did, or I changed my windows, or I did this, it's really important for you to be able to tell them your updates, because that's going to be huge. If you put on a roof, for sure, that has to be something that you need to tell them. And if they might ask for documentation, right? A contract or whatever city permits you got, that's going to help a lot as well.
So my question is too, and I don't know a lot about insurance, but I do know that when you purchase a policy, they talk about how much you're gonna have to pay, deductibles.
Yes.
Now, how do deductibles work?
So right now, the higher your deductible, the less you pay.
Okay.
A lot of clients are like, well, why do I have a $2,500 deductible, right? $2,500 or $5,000, because it's gonna save you money. You don't wanna have a $500 deductible like you're on your auto insurance, right? Because it's not like you're gonna turn in a claim every year for your home.
Correct.
You never have to pay out of pocket for a homeowner's claim, ever.
Oh, nice.
So say that your kitchen burns down and it's $40,000 to fix it. If you have a $2,000 deductible, they're gonna pay you $38,000 and say, here, Mayra, go ahead and fix your kitchen
Yeah.
with $38,000.
Wow, it's amazing.
So you don't have to actually pay the $2,000, but you've been saving all that money, right? Because now you've increased your deductible. So that's huge, yes.
That's
And
great to
also, another one is professions, right?
Yes, the discount.
Yes.
I actually got a discount and I told them, hey, I'm a professional. I'm a mortgage professional. I have a college degree. And I don't think they actually had that on their like doctors, lawyers, and all of that. But I convinced them. I said, hey, I have a college degree. I think I should get the discount. And I actually got it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So let's switch over to the mortgage side of, it's important to have a homeowner's insurance policy in place. Myra, give us some information about the processing of how you would analyze the cost of an insurance policy based on not having even a home yet. You're shopping around, you're getting people qualified to purchase a home, but you have to include an estimate of the homeowner's insurance. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So homeowners insurance is something that's included in your mortgage payment. And so we have to take into consideration the fact that they have gone up. Back in the day, Irma, people, like we would quote somebody insurance $40, $50. And when people are looking to purchase a home, they got to be careful, because I've seen lenders give estimates with still a $40, $50 on there, for insurance. And I'm like, this is not realistic. When people buy a home, then they're going to be surprised that our mortgage payment's going to go up. And so we take into consideration how much it's going to cost them monthly. Roughly, I've been quoting about $100 a month, give or take. Belen, do you think that something like that is
That's
more or less
average,
accurate?
yeah,
Average?
between $1,200, $1,500. So the way insurance works is based on square footage,
I was
right?
just gonna ask.
Yeah, in the age of the
Okay.
home.
And the age of the home. So there's lots of variables that determine how much you're going to pay for your homeowners. Of course, if you want a house up in the mountains, right, the fire department is far away, and they're going to charge you triple of what they do here in the city because you're up in the mountains and it's a higher risk. The age of the home too. Newer homes, 30 years or less, those are the best rates. So if it's 30 years or less, the insurance company knows everything has been updated, you know, the wiring's good, we know how everything's working, we know the electrical system. Older homes, 1970s and under normally, even the circuit breaker box. There's some insurance companies that don't like certain circuit breakers, and that's why they go inspect. So if you have a particular circuit breaker, I think it's called Syncon or something with a Z, they will cancel your policy.
And another thing that's very important, Irma, is I always tell clients, like when they're shopping for a home, we have to make sure it's insurable. Because like you mentioned, I mean, there are homes up in the mountains or in the outskirts that like it's very expensive, and like maybe a client's pre-qualified with like $100, you know, quote, and like when they're placing offers, if it's somewhere, you know, closer to the fires, it's important to tell them, you know what, get a quote on the home, you know, before you put an offer, to make sure that you still qualify with it, or so you're not surprised if your payment's going to be another $100 more. And so I think that's something really important that, you know, people are taking into consideration, the cost of insurance also when they're looking to purchase a home.
Well, I know that I have a property up in Albury, California, and it's up in the 4,000 elevation, and it's very difficult to get homeowners insurance up there because of so many claims that have happened because of the fires we had up in the mountains this last couple of years. So I think we need to be very conscious. I think we need to seek advice from our professionals. I'm so happy that you guys came to kind of be a part of this meeting. I'm excited. I just love both of you girls, and they are my go-to mortgage lender and my insurance broker. So thank you, Myra and Belen. You guys are fabulous.
Thank you, Irma.
Thank you.
This is Irma Soltero-Sparks at Century 21 Jordan Link, signing out.